Great morning, great morning, great morning. I am Nicole D. Jones, and I'm just happy and grateful for another day. I'm happy and grateful for life. I'm happy and grateful for you. It's Meal Prep Monday. We do this every Monday morning at 10 a.m., and I'm just happy and grateful for another day. I don't take these Mondays lightly. I don't take them for granted. As always, thank you for being willing to be accountability to me. And by faith, I believe that you look forward to Mondays, and for nothing else, just to see what's going to come out of my mouth crazy. All right. Whatever works. But it's Meal Prep Monday. And of course, I want to remind you that you are healthy, you are wealthy, you are prosperous, and everything that your hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will manifest, prosper, and grow great things because you are great. I, by faith, believe that at this point, you are starting to play with the idea of believing that you are spirit with a soul wrapped in this flesh. And as long as you continue to seek after your original DNA, you will be the best version of you unapologetically, because you're doing it through a posture of submission and humility, never arrogance and pride. I, by faith, believe that you are believing that your footsteps are ordained, that they're predestined, that this is a fixed fight, that we win the battle and the war, even though it feels like we got war wounds. Y'all do know that we win in the end, okay? Everything that you're purposed to be, you will be. No one can do it better than you. So continue to focus on being the best version of you unapologetically. And that is by learning to love ourselves. That is by learning to learn our flaws. That is by learning to understand that we have them and that there are parts of us that we have to work on in order for us to get to perfection through this journey so that we can have our destiny, okay? So, of course, it's Meal Prep Monday, and I feel like in order for us to be the best version of us, we got to deal with the conscious and the subconscious. And like I told y'all, the conscious mind, the conscious part of us is the mind. It's where the battlefield is. It's the thoughts that we think. It's the things that are created by what we see. It's in this natural space. But y'all know I tell you all the time, we're supernatural in this natural place. We coexist here in this space. But who we really are is our spirit, okay? And we were created for this time. We were created to be here in this place of darkness because there is purpose. Our purpose was activated on the cross, okay? So in order for us to be the best versions of us, we got to get to a place that where daily, we seek to understand the heartbeat of God in our life. And we seek to be where we're supposed to be because we understand that footsteps are already predestined, all right? So we've been talking about the conscious and the subconscious. And like I said, the subconscious is really the heart of you, but it's not the organ of the heart. It's that part of your brain, okay? It's that, your brain, you got the conscious mind where the battlefield is, and then you got that subconscious mind. That is like where you exist. That is where the spirit of you resides. And so we understand that it takes everything that we feed into it, okay? So in order for us to really be who we are, we got to understand that all changes of expression are brought about through a change of feeling, okay? So what we feel, all right? So this is the thing, because we're spirit with a soul wrapped in this flesh. So we have these emotions, okay? You're an emotional being. You feel things, you have feelings, all right? But what we have to realize is if the battlefield's in the mind, if it's natural, if it's based on what we hear, based on what we see, it's created through our five senses. We gotta get to the point where we're able to walk in a level of self-control where we're learning to control our emotions, okay? Because for every action, there's a reaction, right? So for every impression, for every thought, there's an expression, okay? Because the thoughts that we have, we impress them into our subconscious. Now, like I told you before, your subconscious mind is not like your mind. It's not like your conscious mind. All right. That's why our conscious mind is the battlefield. And we have to learn through self-control to take every thought captive that is not going to allow you to be the best version of you. Okay. So we have these impressions. Okay. We got to learn to capture them in our mind, because whatever we feel and we believe, that's what our subconscious is going to take. And our subconscious is not going to do the whole sifting through. Like I keep telling you, your subconscious, it receives whatever you give it. All right. So if you're giving it a feeling of bitterness, it's going to receive it. And then based on the impression, it's got to express it. It's got to express it. So if you're bitter, it's going to express bitterness. If you're angry, it's going to express anger. If you feel angry, 9 times out of 10, you're going to blow up. All right. So we got to get this, because we have to understand that to be the best version of us, we got to accept, we know it, but we got to believe that we can fight our battles, that when these negative things try to come and rob us from our joy, take the day away from us, that we have all power, authority, and control to take that thought and turn it around. All right. For every negative, there's a positive. I keep telling y'all that. So we've got to get to a place where we understand that everything that comes into our gates, our senses, there's a process that we got to learn how to sift through it. And we got to learn how to turn it around, because whatever we feel and we believe that feeling is what we're going to impress into our subconscious. And then your actions are going to express it. Okay. So you got to change your feelings. If you can get to a place where you can change your feelings, you can change your destiny. You can change your process. You can change your day. I told y'all last week, if it was anyone who didn't feel good, change your thoughts about it. Instead of saying, oh, my body is aching, you say, you know what? I am healed. I walk in wholeness. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am healthy. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have energy. You counteract anything that's negative, anything that's dark, anything that's not going to allow you and help you to be a healthy, wealthy, prosperous being. Anything that is the opposite of love, anything that's the opposite of positivity, you have dominion and authority to switch it. All right? Because it does not express until the feeling is believed. That's the key. That's the key. Okay. So you also have to know that you create in your subconscious. So you can feel a certain way all day, but once you believe that feeling, creation begins. Okay. So there's this process that we got to take the time to think about. And this is why working on self-control is so important. Because when you work on self-control, you'll start slowing down. Okay? You won't just run through this process that happens through your mind, but you'll actually become mind conscious. And you'll be like, hold up, wait a minute. Is this going to benefit me? This person just said this to me. That just hurt my feelings. Like you gotta get to a place where you love you enough that you'll take that moment to spend it on you. Ooh, that's a mouthful right there, right? But here's the thing. So when we recognize that we create in our subconscious, we have to be more intentional to control our ideas and our feelings. Okay? You got to get to a point where you understand the things that you think. Once you believe them, they're going to begin to manifest. Okay? This is how we were created. This is the creation of us. As a man thinketh, so is he. This is not me. This is just who we are. It's written in the book. I told y'all that book, man, it is, it is the life of us, okay? But we have to understand that. So if you can control your ideas and your feelings, that comes with the self-control. You can start being the best version of you unapologetically. Because as you're working on this, you don't have time to look to the left or the right. You don't have time to worry about what somebody is saying or what somebody's doing. You will be so focused on you in a submitted posture, that it'll be in a posture of humility. It won't be arrogant. It won't be proud. Okay? So I also need you to know that nothing happens by chance or by accident. Every day that we're on this journey, our footsteps have already been predestined. Our footsteps have already been ordained. Okay? If we believe this, then I need for you to understand that nothing happens by chance. Nothing happens by coincidence. I say it all the time. Something may be a surprise to me, but it's never a surprise to Jehovah God. It's never a surprise. So when things happen that are hard for me to understand, I have to learn how to chase that peace that will surpass my understanding in that moment. Because there are some things that we're just not going to get the answer to until we get to glory. All right. There are some things that we're just not going to understand until we leave this journey. And to be honest with you, I think for me, I'm trying not to focus on getting the answer or even asking the question why sometimes, because I want to believe that my final destiny, once I get there, I ain't even going to care. Okay. So I don't want to rob my day and my time of certain things that I just know I'm not going to get the answer to in this season. Okay. So you got to remember that nothing happens by chance or accident, that the subconscious takes an impression, like I said, and then it begins to find ways of expression. All right. It just is what it is. That's what your subconscious do. Okay. That is what it does, what it's going to do, what it's going to continue to do. It just is what it is. That's its function. All right. Your subconscious is not going to sit here and rationalize like your conscious mind does. Your conscious mind, because that's where the battlefield is, that is our natural opportunity to take those thoughts captive. That is our natural opportunity to sharpen self-control. That's our natural opportunity to be the best version of us in this journey. That's our natural opportunity to stand in who we really are so that we can pull the supernatural into the natural, because everything that we need in this natural space, it's already there supernaturally. It is the process and how we go through things that gives us the tenacity to be able to pull it down in this natural space. Oh, God. Okay? So I need you to understand that your subconscious takes the impression and all it can do is make it an expression. So when you are in a space where you frustrated, irritated, aggravated, listen, it's Meal Prep Monday. I'm trying to prepare you. I'm trying to help you shift your thought process. Because if it hasn't already happened by 10 something this morning, by one of these days before we talk again, something is going to come and ruffle your feathers. But this is why I feel in this season, if we could just focus on controlling ourselves, if we can focus on and just believe, like, you know what? My feeling is not going to produce anything until I believe it. Because the truth of the matter is, someone spit something negative to you and it hurts you, you begin to take that thing on like a badge. It becomes a coat on you. If someone tells you that you're going to fail and you can't do something and you're not where you think you should be, you will adopt that idea and that belief. You're feeling, because you'll feel like a failure. And then when you start believing it, you're going to produce failure. So I'm saying all this to you because, and this is why I keep saying, know who has access to you. Be very intentional of your environment, your surroundings, who you talking to, who you let talking to you, what's coming out of your mouth, what you're allowing to go into your ears. You got to learn how to guard your five senses. They were given to you for your feelings to go to a place of belief. Okay? That's why when you're trying to manifest things, people will tell you, any influential speaker, if it's something that you want, if you desire it, the first thing that a influential speaker is going to tell you, you want the Lamborghini? Go to the Lamborghini dealership. Go sit in the car. Why do they say that? Because they want you to activate your senses, okay? They want you, a feeling. When you believe a feeling, okay? Your feelings are in your conscious mind. When you believe a thought, when you believe a feeling, it goes into your subconscious, and your subconscious must express the feeling. Okay? We got to get this, y'all. We got to get it, okay? Because listen, we were created to have dominion, and we are rulers. We're rulers and dominion of territory. Your DNA, your original DNA, it affords you. You have inherited from Abraham, from your father's fathers. Listen, back 2,000 and some years ago, you have an inheritance of land. You have an inheritance of territory. You have an inheritance of dominion. But there is a prince of the air that wants to kill, steal, and destroy all these things. So if you can't believe it, you won't receive it. Okay? So I need you to understand that you create in your subconscious. I need you to understand that you got to control your ideas and feelings. All right? Nothing happens by chance or accident. The subconscious takes an impression. It takes it and it begins to express it. All right? You also need to know that your subconscious mind, the heart of you, the true purpose of you, where your soul lives, it never changes the ideas it receives. It always gives it form. Okay? This is why when you do something, you can't walk around a victim. Stop being a victim. You cannot blame me for what you decide to do. I can't go blame somebody for what I decide to do, because I will not do something until I have a feeling about it. I believe it and I do it. All right? Somebody else cannot control your subconscious mind. But with the subconscious, I need y'all to get this. It will never change the idea it receives. It will only give it form. This is why I sound like a broken record, but I'm going to keep doing it, because I believe in this season, we were created to be the best version of us unapologetically. We do it through a posture of submission and humility, never arrogance and pride. And no one can be the best version of you but you. All right? And you're needed. I need you. Only you can play your role in your part. So if we can understand that and we can accept it, we'll stop being mediocre. We'll stop half telling what we do. We will want to be the best version of us because no one else can do it. That would stop hateration. It would stop jealousy, envy, all of that. We would learn how to celebrate each other if we could really get to that place. Man. So what do you have to do? You have to master self-control, and mastering self-control of your thoughts and feelings will be your highest achievement. Okay? I keep telling you guys, you're not looking for purpose, you are purpose. When I ask you who you are loved. You are loved by Jehovah God. That is who you are. You are not who works at, I'm not a CDC employee. Although I do that, that is not who I am. All right? I am loved by God. I have purpose, my life, because he gives me breath. There is purpose in my day, so I am purpose. But the highest achievement, and I'm not discrediting anything that we achieve. If you have achieved a degree and all these things, and that's beautiful. But I need for you to understand that your highest achievement is self-control. Okay? That is your highest achievement. When you go and you are able to elevate in the ranks of what you do, that is you achieving the true purpose of you. Because your title doesn't define you. You're already defined. You just enhance whatever it is that you're doing because your purpose for that place. Whew. Shift your mindset, okay? Now, in order for us to master self-control of your thoughts and your feelings, I need you to just understand it's your highest achievement, all right? So I want us to, in this Monday, I don't even know what time it is. Oh, 10:25. Okay. In this Monday, as we're shifting our perspective, because it's Meal Prep Monday, we're shifting our thoughts. We're shifting it. We're putting ourselves back in the right place so that we can be the best version of us. We're understanding that we are purpose. We're understanding that the plan of this journey was activated on the cross over 2,000 years ago. Okay? You were in a spiritual womb before you was in a natural womb. Your purpose did not come. It wasn't activated when you came on this earth. You began to walk out your purpose. So in order for us to be the best version of us, I need for us to know that mastering self-control of our thoughts and our feelings is our highest achievement. It's not those other things. Those things are in your purpose because you are purpose. And as you are greater at those things, it's just you. It's you. It's you. I celebrate you. I'm glad that you have a degree. I'm glad that you're able to climb the corporate ladder. I'm glad. But at the end of it all, I celebrate you. And you, because you're great, you're just bringing greatness to that job. You're bringing greatness to your environment. You're bringing greatness to your family. And you're doing it in a posture of humility. And that's how I know you're submitted to you. We got to love us. Okay? We got to love us. Okay? As I achieve self-control, I'm the best mother I can be. As I achieve self-control, I'm the best friend that you could have. All right? Things of this natural space do not define who you are. You're already defined. You're already purposed. You are already loved. You are loved because your original DNA was created from love, by love, for love. All right? So you're created from love for you to be loved, to give love. That's who you are. All right? So when we begin to understand this, we become intentional. We become intentional to be the things that we are. All right? So it's Meal Prep Monday. It's 10:28. I'm never going to belabor your time. I am Nicole D. Jones. I just wanted to come and remind you that you are healthy, that you are wealthy, that you are prosperous, that everything your hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will manifest, prosper, and grow great things because you are great. You are the solution and never the problem. You're above and not beneath. You're the head and never the tail. You are the one that will light up and illuminate any dark space because you are learning to love you the way that you should be loved. You're learning to die to yourself, all right? So that your light can get brighter. You're learning to submit to Jehovah God so that you can walk out humility. Man, it's a beautiful thing, all right? So stay focused, stay humble, and stay positive. and continue to be the best version of you, because no one else can do it better than you can. All right. So I am Nicole D. Jones, Meal Prep Monday. By faith, I believe that this will shift your perspective, give you the strength that you need to walk out your days with a smile on your face and not a frown. Okay. Continue to have a fantabulous rest of the day. Smooches.